Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a very important writer, a very important short story writer who belonged to England, and his name is William Somerset Maugham. Now, Maugham is spelled Maugham. Sometimes many people pronounce it Maugham, but that is a wrong pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is Somerset Maugham. Uh, So he was one of the most highly paid British writer. He wrote many kind of writings. He wrote travelogue, memoirs, novels, and he also wrote plays. But he is famous for his short stories and novels, and his important the main novel are on of human bondage, which was published in 1915, and there is another beautiful novel, Moon Sixpence, Moon Moon and Sixpence, which came out in 1919. So these are his famous novels. Uh, Now let's look about the life of William Somerset Maugham. He was born in Paris. How he was born in Paris? Because his father was posted there. He was posted in a British embassy, and he was posted in British embassy in Paris. His father was, and he was born there. But he lost his mother when he was only 8 years old, and just after 2 years, he also lost his father. His father also died. So, in 10 years, when he was only 10 years, he became a orphan. So look at that he lived a very sophisticated life when his father was alive. He was a counselor in a of British embassy. He was posted in Paris, but very soon he became a very common man. He spent his early years in French-speaking society. Uh, His mother passed away when he was only 8 years old. Uh, So this was his life, and you can say that he he was the most expensive. He was the most highly paid writers of the mid 20th century. What are the characteristics of his stories? His focus in his writings. In his stories, Maugham exposes human frailty. What is frailty? Frailty means weakness. There is some weakness, frailty, particularly related to love and marital relationships. So, the human beings are weak in maintaining the relationship of love, and marital means marriage life. He also reflects upon the usefulness of conventions. Uh, Convention means traditions, rituals, which you call in Hindi paramparaएं. And he does not believe in conventions. Therefore, the stories present an interesting criticism of life. So he has presented a very criticism means he is trying to project the society which was going in the wrong way. So this was his characteristics of his writing. Now let's focus upon the story, the Luncheon, which is prescribed in your syllabus. Now, what is the meaning of Luncheon? Luncheon means shorter than lunch. So that is the title. It is very ironical title, because in the story when you read, they don't have a smaller lunch, but it was more than anything else which they ate. The Luncheon is an interesting story. It depicts the tormenting experience of the narrator. The narrator describes as very tormenting. Tormenting means a very puzzling experience. Maugham also points out the tenderness of man towards women. This is, I think, is a very important, you can say that important issue which is addressed in this story, that there is some kind of tenderness, some kind of soft feelings of man towards women. It is a general tendency among women that they are persuasive. What they mean? What does it mean by persuasive? That they are able to make a person to do something for them because of their soft gestures and smile and others. They make a person to do many things for them. Men are fascinated towards women. So this is the fact. This is the reality that all over the world, all over society, man runs after women. They are fascinated. They are attracted towards them. In present times, there are many sectors in which women are given preference over men. So this is also a new tendency. There are many sectors. There are many areas. For example, that air hostesses and receptionists. So these stenotyping, typewriting, these jobs have become synonym with women. Receptionists, air hostesses. So all the companies hire women instead of men. And the job is given to them not on the basis of their ability, but due to their charming personality, they are given these jobs. This is more ironical, that the people are offering jobs to them not of their ability. I'm not saying that women are not able, but they are considered, they are given weightage over men. This tendency has also made a drastic, a very tremendous, a big change in our society, in the attitude of Western society, or in our society also. The famous dramatist and philosopher, you must have heard the name George Bernard Shaw. He's a very well-known dramatist and a philosopher. He had also warned that charm of the woman is a serpentine. He has compared the woman with a serpent, that the charm is just like a serpentine. It entangles. What does it mean? Entangles. It encircles everyone which comes to its fold. When a string you hold and you roll it and it binds you. So similarly, a serpent kills a person by rolling the person. So similarly, the famous philosopher Bernard Shaw says that women charm and their beauty are just like a serpentine. They encircle you, they fascinate you, and like a serpent, it coils around the person. So you are unable to come out from that circle, from that posture. So this is the theme of this story, and I think this turns out to be a very bad experience, a very bitter experience in the life of the narrator, who is narrating the story, that how this meeting which he had fixed with a woman came out to be a very traumatic to him, very you can say that everlasting to him in the other way. I hope that we will discuss the other parts of the story in my next lecture. So keep on looking my videos and also give your comments. And if you have any difficulty, so please just convey to me that where you are feeling the difficulty.